Hello traders, Day Trader Matt here with businesswithtrading.com doing an E-mini trading room recap for Tuesday the 13th of January. And today was another great day in the markets, and the entire day was actually a lot of fun. But let's get into what we did in the trading room. We made 2 trades and pulled out 7.25 points. Definitely a very nice day. And the market opened right here, gapped up a little bit, and then it just started taking off. This is very interesting. After this initial move, we ended up taking a long down here, got in at 375, and then we ended up taking profit as price started moving lower at 775 right here. As you can see, price obviously went a little higher, but I'm not like a top tick, bottom tick type of person. I want to get in with the trade, get in on a nice setup, ride it till I feel that it's starting to run out of steam, and then get out. And sometimes I'm very wrong. I get out and the market keeps going another 10-20 points. Usually that doesn't happen because usually the ES doesn't travel that much during the day. But sometimes it does, and this time it did travel a little bit more. But we still made 7.25 points. You don't have to try to top tick and bottom tick. It's really a fool's game, in my opinion. Anyway, the next trade, we watched price move around. As it started coming down, we were looking for a long, and we ended up taking it. We were in at 7.25, and we were able to ride this up and take profits out around 9.25 up in this region right here. So pretty good trade all in all. And then we just kind of watched price, and I was looking at it as a possibility of getting long, and it just was looking ugly, just getting uglier, and that's kind of what happened. It just got very hideous. It's one of those times, I want to get long, but the market's not really giving it to me. I didn't really give me a nice, concise, short setup either. And when you don't know what the market's doing, it's best just to stay out. That's my motto. That's what I live by. I don't make a lot of trades every day. Like today we made 2 trades. Yesterday we made 2 trades. Going back to last year, I didn't make a lot of trades if you go over the videos. And that's how I roll. That's what I do. When I first got into trading, I made a shitload of trades. I made so many trades, it was pretty insane. And looking back at then to me now, it was definitely very chaotic. Now I'm very concise with my trades. I don't make a lot of them. So I try to make the ones that I do take count. And that's really what I do. I was talking to a potential client yesterday about trading, and that's kind of what we got into. Trading systems, and how to trade this, how to trade that, and really the mental side of trading. Because really when it comes down to it, being a professional trader, being at the top of your industry, you can compare that to the top sports athletes. The Olympic gold medalist, or the star quarterback. Put in your player, whoever the star quarterback is in your mind. There are a few really good quarterbacks that everybody would agree upon, and then others that people would probably argue back and forth, and it's really just semantics at that point. You're either really good at your craft or you're not that good. And if you've, like if you're in the NFL for over 4 years, over 6 years, you're probably really good. Like Ray Lewis, for example, he's not a quarterback, but he was really good. He was at the top of his craft. He retired on top. Jerome Bettis, he was a running back for the Steelers for a long time. He was at the top of his craft. You have a few other people. You know, Joe Montana was at the top of his craft in the 80s and 90s. You know, you had Joe Namath was before my time, but I know the name because he was really good. You know, Bart Starr. You know, you just have these names that stick out in your mind. You know, trading is an industry where you don't really have, you know, top traders. You don't really know their names. You know the names of people that market online and market, you know, indicators and different software systems and, you know, different shit like that. It just kind of confuses you. You know, and you know, wanted to talk about that a little bit because I'm from, you know, like the old hacker community. You know, open source software and all of that, and that's why I use Thinkorswim for charting. It's a free platform. You can use it for charting. I don't place my orders through Thinkorswim as far as futures. You know, that's a story for another time. But, you know, I like a dedicated futures broker. I'm a little old school in that I want somebody that does futures and that's all they do. I'll place my orders through them, chart through Thinkorswim. I'm happy. And I don't pay for any of it except for commissions, which everybody has to pay. As far as software, nothing. Okay, so we talked about today. I wanted to talk about a trade that we took in the swing trading service. I thought it was a really nice trade. Let me minimize that. It was crude oil. Crude oil, you know, popped up early this morning, started looking pretty good, and we ended up taking this trade around 130-ish. And you can see that it did, you know, it tested the level twice, but we were able to get in, and we had our stop right down here. We had a very, very tight stop, and we took partial profits up here. You know, about 51 cents we made on that move. About, you know, 500 some odd dollars per contract. You know, we were risking about 20 cents. Probably a little bit less than that. You know, so we'll say we're risking about, what, $200, and we're, you know, we partialed about 500 some odd dollars, and now our stop's right here. So our stop's about, you know, 2 to 1, 3 to 1, something like that, 2.5 to our risk. We already took partial way up here, and, you know, now we're just setting in it nicely. You know, if crude oil keeps going up, we're going to make a little more money. If it comes down and stops us out, you know, no worries. You know, and that's really the way I like to trade, is something like that, where it's just really easy. You get in, you get out, you know, and that's one thing I've always loved about trading. You know, in the trading room, risk is much tighter, obviously. In swing trading, you want to keep risk tight, but you can't keep it as tight as day trading, just because it doesn't work out that way. You know, day trading in a swing trading service, it happens every now and then, just because, you know, you get in and you get stopped out really quickly, or you get in and, you know, the market moves up, you move your stop up, and then you get taken out. That happens. It's more times than not, it's a multi-day, you know, you're in the trade for multiple days. So anyway, I wanted to talk about that a little bit, show what we did in the day trading room, talk about crude oil a little bit. I thought it was interesting. You know, hopefully you guys found some value in the video. You can always leave comments below. You can also email me directly if you choose to. support@abusinesswithtrading.com. Remember, there's no such thing as a dumb question, only the one not asked. So if you have any questions, you know, comments, feedback, don't hesitate to get in touch with me. I always enjoy, you know, hearing stories, meeting new people. You know, that's one of the best things about this, is I get to meet new people, make new friends all the time, and, you know, it's just a great platform for that. And, you know, being able to share my gift of trading, you know, it's just even that much better. So anyway, thanks for all the great feedback so far. Thanks for watching the video. Have a great night, and I'll see you back here in the markets. Thank you.